24 minutes after the hour now, and some quick headlines. Jury deliberations will start over next week in Senator Menendez's federal bribery case after a juror is dismissed. That person telling the New York Times she would have cleared the New Jersey Democrat on all charges. She was excused for family reasons. She's got to go on a trip after the jury could not make a decision after 3 days. And a federal judge dismisses for the second time a pair of lawsuits trying to force the State Department to find lost emails from then Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's private server. The judge saying the FBI exhausted all of its options to track them down during its investigation. Ainsley, over to you.
Thank you, Todd. The former Syrian diplomat who spent more than a decade defending the Assad regime in Syria now has a new job, college professor here in New Jersey at Rutgers University.
Terrific. He is teaching, among other classes, anti-corruption and international law. What exactly is Rutgers thinking? Joining us right now is campusreform.org correspondent and Rutgers student Andrea Vacchiano. Good morning to you, Andrea.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right. So UN Watch has called on the school to fire this guy. Why do you think Rutgers was wrong in hiring him in the first place?
So I think Rutgers was wrong for several reasons. First off, because Rutgers is a public university, I think it has a duty to use taxpayer money effectively, and it shouldn't be going to fund the income of someone who literally defended the Assad regime in front of the UN, which is a regime that's been accused of committing the worst war crimes, including gassing its own people.
Exactly. We had you on over the summer talking about the microaggression, the course that everyone's forced to take at your school, and you're not allowed to ask anyone where they're from. And then we also were there a few years ago talking about Condoleezza Rice. She was invited, then she was uninvited. So as a student there, and you clearly disagree with them hiring this professor, what made you want to go there?
Oh, I like Rutgers University. I appreciate different points of view, which is why I wanted to go there. I appreciate listening to what liberals have to say. But the problem at universities is that liberals don't want to hear what conservatives have to say. For example, with the Condoleezza Rice thing, they invited her to speak, and then the Rutgers faculty protested, calling her a war criminal, and then she eventually rejected the invitation. But at the same time, when Rutgers hires someone who defended a war criminal, no one bats an eye. It's ridiculous.
Is it hard to be a conservative student on that liberal campus?
It is very difficult to be a conservative student, yeah, but it provides like a fun challenge. I enjoy it.
Well, the very latest news that they would, and this guy just got a pay increase. He's now an adjunct professor. Rutgers put out this statement regarding him. Faculty members enjoy some of the same freedoms of speech and expression as any other individual in this country. Rutgers will not defend the content of every opinion expressed by every member of our academic community. I don't think this really is about the content of what he has said. I think it's the content of what he has done, isn't it?
I agree completely, yes. And Rutgers, the fact of the matter is that Rutgers made a mistake by hiring him in the first place. And in addition, Leadership Institute's Campus Reform did more research on Adi, and they found that he had said very anti-Semitic things in the past, from accusing the Israeli government of harvesting organs to just general blood libel. And this also isn't the first time Rutgers has had an anti-Semitic faculty member. So it really makes one question if Rutgers truly stands for tolerance and diversity.
There's a watchdog group, the UN Watch. They've launched a petition. They're urging people who want to dump this professor, basically want him fired, to sign the petition. As of 2 days ago, they had 600 signatures. Do you know anyone who signed it, or have you seen it going around campus?
I have seen it going around campus, yes. The student body, from what I've interacted with, is very concerned about this, especially my Jewish friends, because as I mentioned previously, this man has said anti-Semitic things. Last I checked this morning, it has closer to 3,000 signatures.
Wow.
Well, he's been on campus since 2015, and they just made him an adjunct professor. The criticism has been out there, so obviously Rutgers is doubling down.
Yep.
Has anyone taken his course? Do you know anyone who has? It's called International Criminal Law and Anti-Corruption.
No, the course is offered in spring 2018.
So you haven't signed up yet?
No.
Okay. And you probably won't?
Probably not after doing this interview.
All right. Andrea, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
What a smart college student. How is it like a party? I'm proud of you. Good for you.
Thank you.